This is quite a challenging question to finish. So it says L is a circle with the equation of that. Well, let's draw this circle to start. So we've got a circle, put the centre of the circle in here, and let's draw some coordinates. So that's our y, that's our x. Now if we think of this circle, it's x squared plus y squared. This is the radius squared. So it's going to go out to 2 here because the radius is going to be 2 units because 2 squared is 4. So it goes up to 2 there, minus 2 and minus 2 with a centre of 0. Now it says P is the point 3 over 2, comma, root 7 over 2. So 3 over 2 is 1.5, so it's going to be somewhere up here. That's our point P. So I'm going to put P is 3 over 2, comma, root 7 over 2. Now, let's draw in this radius, because this is the thing that's going to help us here. Now, what we're asked to find is we're asked to find the gradient of the tangent at point P. So I'm going to draw on. This is our tangent, if I put an arrow to that there. Now, what do we know from circle theorems about tangent and radius? They meet at 90 degrees. So if we could find out what the gradient of the radius is, we can find the gradient of the tangent, and then we've got a point on the line so we can find an equation for the tangent. So the first thing we need is the gradient of the radius. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a line down there. Now, what's this height here? Because that's our change in y. Well, it's the root 7 over 2, because that's our y value. And then what's this distance over here? That's 3 over 2. So I'm going to put gradient of radius equals, and it's going to be root 7 over 2 divided by 3 over 2 equals, well, let's do that on the calculator. So let's do fraction, and then I want a fraction on top here, root 7 over 2, and then we're dividing by fraction, well, it's 3 over 2, 3 over 2 equals, and that comes to root 7 over 3. So that means the gradient of the tangent, we flip this number upside down and change the sign, is going to be minus 3 over root 7. So then we need to know what the equation of a straight line is. Y minus y1 equals m of x minus x1. And the points that we're going to use, that's going to be our x1, that's going to be our y1, this is going to be our m. So we get y minus y1 is root 7 over 2 equals m, so that's going to be minus 3 over root 7, x minus 3 over 2. So if we just tidy this up a bit, we can get y minus root 7 over 2 equals, multiply these brackets out, so we're going to get minus 3 over root 7x, and then here minus 3 times minus 3 will give plus 9 over 2 root 7. So y is going to equal minus 3 over root 7x plus 9 over 2 root 7. And when the minus 7 over root, that's going to come over as a plus root 7 over 2. So y is going to equal minus 3 over root 7x. And then I'm going to use the calculator to put these together. So let's do fraction 9 over 2 root 7 plus fraction root 7 over 2 equals, and that's 8 root 7 over 7. So that's plus 8 root 7 over 7. And that can be our final answer.